Hello, welcome to TTales. This story is called Family of 4 or 5. The Carter family was an ordinary family of 4. 2 parents, 2 kids. They lived in a small, worn-down house in the suburbs, big enough for them all to fit, but not much more than that. The house creaked and groaned with age and the wallpaper peeled in places. The bills were many, the paychecks small, and the fridge was often half empty. But despite the tightness of it all, they managed. Somehow they always got by. They learned to make do with what they had, and for the most part, that was enough. But their secret was that they were actually 5. He lived up in the attic. The attic was nothing special, just an old, dusty space filled with forgotten boxes, half-finished projects, and stale air. It wasn't a place anyone would want to spend time in. Yet that's where he had made his home. They never really knew when he had arrived. Maybe on a cold winter night when the wind howled through cracks, or one evening when they were all too wrapped up in their own lives to notice. One day, he was just there. At first, he was a shadow in their peripheral vision, a fleeting image, a soft creak from the ceiling. It was nothing overt, just little things, little, unsettling things. Then one day, Helen, the mother, found him. She had gone up to the attic for something, perhaps old decorations. She didn't expect to find him there. Sitting in the corner, his eyes dull and unblinking. When their eyes met, she felt no fear or anger, just emptiness. He looked at her and said, "I can help you." Helen didn't know what to make of it. He didn't ask for much, only to stay. He didn't want anything in return except a place to remain hidden. And somehow, they allowed him. After all, they had their problems. Financial struggles, bills piling up, and constant stress. If someone, even someone strange, could help them, then why not? He kept to himself. During the day, he remained still, almost invisible. At night, he moved quietly, deliberately, as though every step was a calculated choice. The family didn't see him, but they felt his presence. He was there, watching over them in a way they could never fully comprehend. They could barely afford food, yet it always seemed to last a little longer than it should. The husband's worn shoes were suddenly mended one morning, the repairs neat and precise. When they needed money for a bill, the exact amount appeared in Sam's pocket, as if by magic. If someone got sick, the right medicine was always in the bathroom before they could even think about buying it. He never looked them in the eyes. He rarely spoke, but he was there, a part of the house, a part of the family. No one ever asked why. They just accepted it. The children knew about him. They heard the quiet footsteps at night, the soft tug of a blanket being pulled over them. They never mentioned it, but they felt it. There was an unspoken understanding that he was there, watching, helping in his own way. Sometimes when they drew pictures of their family at school, something strange happened. The teacher would ask, "Why did you draw 5 people?" The children would shrug. "I don't know, it just felt right." No one questioned the 5th person. No one asked why they drew their family that way. It just was, and that was enough. The years passed. They grew accustomed to his presence. They never spoke of him aloud, but he was always there. The family as it was never truly complete without him. They just didn't know it until he arrived. And in the dark, hidden in the attic, he smiled, a slow, knowing smile. He had become a part of their story, a silent, invisible thread woven through their lives. He would always be there, watching over them, part of their family in a way they could never fully understand. Thanks for listening to this story. I hope to see you next week. Take care.